right, so you want to just start with your overall thoughts on Saturday's match?
Yeah, I thought without exaggerating, I thought it was probably the most complete game we've played this year. Unfortunately, a couple of mistakes, individual mistakes cost us a couple of goals, and at the end cost us the game. But I felt the intensity level, the hunger, the desire of the players was the best yet so far this season. And if we continue to do that and eliminate those mistakes from our game, I think you're going to start seeing some wins. I really believe that. I feel like it's coming. It's just a matter of, again, we've shot ourselves in the foot too many times this year. Whether you look at the Charleston game in Charleston and a couple games here, this past game against Tulsa, we can't have errors like that. The first goal, if you look at Tulsa's first goal, nobody else gives up those kinds of goals, and it's just an individual mistake, just making an error in judgment. We've talked about it. Hopefully, guys play a little bit safer where it needs to be safe, especially in our back line. In the midfield, we can take a little bit more risk. Obviously, up front, we want guys to be playing free and taking risk all the time. So that's a mentality going into the next game.
Have you seen the guys be resilient and not let those results kind of keep them down? Because even just watching training, it seems the intensity's high. It's behind them. They're moving on.
Yeah, I can't. I can't fault for what they brought to the game on Saturday, and then after Saturday, yes, it was a heartbreaking loss, but the intensity they brought into practice this week is really good. I was happy. Yesterday in particular, we worked them hard. Today we were doing a little bit more tactical stuff, and I could see the energy had dropped off because yesterday we pushed them hard. But overall, I'm very happy with the intensity. I mean, when you think about a team that's won 2 games so far this season, usually you don't get that. Guys are not into it. They're not interested. They lose hope and they lose confidence. I don't see that with this group. I feel like they want to win. They want to get that win to kind of get over the hump, and hopefully, one win will lead us into other wins down the road.
How has the coaching change gone from your perspective? And it's always challenging when you undergo a coaching change middle of the season, but the guys seem positive and everything seems to be good.
Yeah, I've talked enough about the coaching change. Look, I've worked with Tab for 9 years, so for me individually, it was tough to replace him. But and he understands this is part of the business. You don't get results. Same with me. If I don't get results, I'll be gone, and that's normal. That's part and parcel of this business. So, um, in terms of the players buying into what I'm trying to do, I feel like, I've got their attention, and that's important. And I got to keep working and making them believe that this way is the way, and this way is going to get you the wins. So, we're working every day, and I feel like the transition has been smooth. The guys have taken it in stride, and we're moving forward. Now we're after that, that first win after losing so many games. So going into the game Saturday, it's not going to be an easy task. They're a team that fights. They have some players with quality and speed. I don't know if you've seen their results, but their last 2 games, they've tied the game in extra time. So they're fighters, and they're going to come out fighting against us because they need to improve their position in the standings. So it's going to be a battle, and I think we're prepared for it.
And can you speak a little bit more about Vegas? It's probably, I think, only the second match in club's history against them. It's a long road trip. How do you match up against them, do you feel? Because as you said, they're not exactly what they are on paper. They're a much better team than on record. How do you feel you guys go head to head?
Yeah, we're a much better team than our record. So yeah, it's just a battle of who wants to win on that day, who has the more desire. Obviously, we have to be tactically prepared and have our tactics spot on to be able to win. Uh, we've analyzed them. We've talked to the players. We've kind of presented, what Vegas is going to bring to the game. And then we have to take away their strengths and use our strengths to our advantage and see if we can get a W on the road. We've done it before. We got a W in Oakland, which is actually further west. So it's not something that's not doable. We can do it. It's just a matter of, again, playing the way we've been playing in the last 3 games, but cutting down on those mistakes.
And one positive from last game is Elvis got back in the score sheet after a bit of a drought for scores as much as he usually does. What do you take away from that, and how big is that to get him confidence?
It's huge, and I'm very happy for him because he seemed frustrated, he seemed down in confidence. But even in training this week, he looks like a different player already. He had a goal. If the ball they put in their own goal, their defender doesn't touch it, he gets the second goal. He was very involved. He defended well. He showed character in terms of transitioning behind the ball and making sure that he's part of our, block of defending. And I was very happy about those things.